Hello guys and welcome to episode 23 of my Youth Academy career mode with Oldham Athletic. This is how the team's looking at the start of the episode. We've got a pretty decent team going ahead, and today we're just going to crack on with a bit of the season. Let's have a look at what games we're going to be playing this episode. I am going to announce the player of the season and the goal of the season next episode. I'm going to make this a regular thing where I actually do it in the January of the season after, so that'll be done today. So we're going to play, we're going to sim the game against Charlton, sim Wickham, play Huddersfield, sim Stevenage, play Bradford, sim Burton, play Rotherham, play Bristol Rovers, sim MK Dons, and then we're going to play Wimbledon. So it's actually going to be a 5-game episode, so it's going to be longer than usual. But we're going to play 5 games this episode, and then we're going to end this episode in January and see where we are at January. But let's just get to the first game of the episode, which is going to be a sim game against Charlton, who are top of the league. So guys, before we go into the first game of the episode, I'm just going to announce the winners of the awards for last season. As player of the season, we've got Cho, who got 49 goal contributions in 48 games, so that's very well deserved. And we've got joint for player of this goal of the season. We've got Cho's flick up and finish, and then we've got Silver's volley against Bromley. So thanks guys for commenting them in, and let's get on to the next game. So guys, for the first game of the episode, this is the team we're going with. One change is that we're going to be subbing Vorobyov and playing Wenzel as he has asked to start this game. Let's quick sim and hopefully we can win the first game of the episode to set the standard for the episode. But we do get a draw against top of the league, which is not bad. Silver with an early goal. Gillespie then goes, makes it equalises. Cho then makes it 2-1 before Kelman scores an 87th minute goal to equalise for Charlton, which is... We could have got through 3 minutes off getting 3 points there, but we do pick up a point against top of the league, which is not the end of the world. So guys, for the FA Cup game against Wickham, we are going with our strongest 11. Mikulak, Tanguy, Riveros, Espinosa, Ramirez, Velasco, Jeffrey Silva, and then Vorobyov, Cho and Rydell across the front three. And let's quick sim to see if we can get through the next round of the FA Cup. We are playing a difficult game in Wickham, and we do get beat 4-2. Cho and Rydell with goals, we were actually 2-1 up, and then we're down at 10 men and they still beat us, which is not ideal. But it's a cup that we don't really care about at the moment. We will in the future, but just not right now. And we do crash out straight away. But our next game is going to be a played game against Huddersfield, which will be a difficult game, but we will get into it and hopefully we can pick up some points. So guys, we have got 2 new players we're going to sign up. We're going to be signing up this Dabalins, and then we're going to sign up a goalkeeper, Carmona, who we're just going to loan out pretty much straight away. He's got a very good potential, and he's looks like a decent potential keeper. So we'll sign him up, and we'll sign up Dabalins as well. Dabalins will probably just be used as like backup, and we'll loan out Carmona in January, and hopefully he can go away and grow, and maybe we can have a second keeper. Or even our first, because Mikulak's development seems to have stalled a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So guys, for our first played game of this episode, we are playing this team. So we've got Mikulak in goal, we've got Tanguy, Espinosa, Ramirez, and then we've got Dabalins for his debut. We've then got Rahman, Thomas Velasco, and then the front three of Wenzel, Cho and Vorobyov, and our bench is going to look a bit like this. Rydell, Bang, Choi. Actually, I'm going to replace Choi with probably a defender. Let's put Biswas in there, and then put Riveros in. Oh no, Carvalhal's there, and then that's going to be our bench there. Yeah. So and then Araujo, Silva, and Carvajal. And let's just get into the first played game of the episode. Field, Iropenda, Ruskin finds Iropenda, Wiles finds the ball into Taylor, plays it across to Kasumu, and that's a brilliant shot, but it's a brilliant save by Mikulak. And I just didn't really see what happened there because he put so much power in the shot, but it just flew past my screen. And is it dealt with? It's not dealt with, but it is eventually hit by Bolger, and that's a good start by Huddersfield, and we need to just be a little bit more on guard. Finds Taylor, good interception by Espinosa, but straight to Wiles, who finds Taylor, who's in a lot of space, and he hits it, and it's a good save by Mikulak. And after the half-an-hour mark, it's still nils each. Felix plays it short to Taylor. Dabalins is chasing it down. He's going to retreat now because here's Gooch. Finds Wiles. He's finding a way around, and Mikulak harries it out for a corner. Another corner for Huddersfield, which is going to be swung in surely, and is it going to be dealt with? Dabalins, there's header it away, and is he going to get to the second ball? He is. Here's Rahman, just before half time. Rahman's charging forward. I can't play it through to Vorobyev, and it's going to go for half time 0-0 unless Huddersfield have one last chance here, which they do. As Wiles finds Asher. Asher tries to switch it, but Velasco's definitely going to intercept that. Oh no, Hugo Felix gets there. And Huddersfield, it's going to be for half time. I was about to say, I thought they went far enough back there that referee would blow, and he does. And a pretty uneventful first half. A few chances for them, not much going for us, but we've defended well, especially Dabalins, who is our second best player, and Mikulak's on a 9.5. On his debut, he's impressing Dabalins. But let's get into the second half and see what we can do. Asher, brilliant ball. It's Dabalins. Dabalins is going to deal with that again. Brilliant stuff. And a brilliant pass out to Tanguy, who finds Rahman in a lot of space here. He's going to find a ball to Cho. Cho can't spot the overlapping run of Wenzel here. He's going to turn it on his right foot, and he's going to swing across in, and Cho meets the header, and it's wide of the post. But it was another brilliant little bit of defending by Dabalins that led to that, and we do get our first chance of the game, but it's a header wide by Cho. Good stuff here as Hugo Felix comes forward. He's beaten Dabalins, and it's going to Mikulak with a brilliant save. Dabalins was just a little bit short with the slide tackle, but it's a good save by Mikulak. And Bolger headers it up way over the bar for a goal kick. Brilliant tackle by Tanguy, who can't quite move it on to Kasumu, who's going to find in a lot of space here. Spetton, who finds Taylor, and he shoots at Mikulak, and it's another save for Mikulak. Most of these shots have been straight at Mikulak, but he's parrying them out for corners, and this is their 5th corner of the game. It's played short. Can Thomas get there? Oh, it's a little bit messy here. As Felix gets in some space, plays it backwards to Bolger, back to Felix, back to Bolger, back to Kasumu. Where are they going with this, Huddersfield? It's found Thomas, who's found Stefan. Oh, it's hit the bar. Spitting, sorry, I said Stefan. And Dabalins does well to win that header. Vorobyev plays it to Cho, and this is a brilliant counter-attack. Cho has got a brilliant chance to make it 1-0, and he does. Against all odds, we've been pretty dominated this game, and we haven't had many chances at all. But that counter-attack was brutal, and we go 1-0 up with 25 minutes left. And this is what it means to be into League One. We need to start winning. We need to win games like this, where we're getting outplayed, but we defend well, and then we can take our opportunities. And Cho picks up his first goal of the episode. Well, in played games. He picks up, the first goal altogether in played games this episode. But it's a brilliant finish, and we take a 1-0 lead with about 20 minutes left of the game. Played into Taylor. Oh, Taylor's done well to turn there. It's a good save by Mikulak again. And it's going to be a corner at Huddersfield. We are relying on Dabalins and Mikulak hit a lot here. Velasco headers that away, but only as far to Gooch, who finds Taylor in some space. Taylor's turning in and out, and once again Mikulak has to parry it out for another corner. And it's corners galore here, and Dabalins should deal with that, and he does. And can Tanguy forget the second ball? He can. And it's straight to Vorobyev, who's going to just run forward now. Who's going to play a brilliant ball through to Cho. Is Cho onside? He was just off, and that's a shame. I thought he might have been in his own half. I want to have a look at this. Oh, it's tight. It's very tight. Yeah, he's just in their half. That's unlucky. Here come Huddersfield once more. Here's Taylor. Dinks it over the top to Tanguy. Oh, to Spitting, sorry. Tanguy's trying to block the cross here, but it comes into Kasumu, who is poor shot, and Mikulak catches it. Oh, that's not where I wanted to throw it. Here come Huddersfield again. Played into Spitting. Cut back. Here's Taylor. He finds Kasumu. Was Kasumu onside there? I thought for sure he was offside. But Huddersfield have equalised with 4 minutes left. And that's so unlucky. That's such a good ball in the middle there by their attacker. And it's a good little tap in. Well, I mean, to be honest, the finish didn't even look that convincing. But I was for sure thought that was offside. Tanguy might have just kept him on. And unfortunately, we've gone from 1-0 up with 5 minutes left to now 1-1. And we don't have a lot of time to score a winner here. Here's Wiles. Finds Taylor. Dabalins. Oh, poor tackle. And Tanguy's play. Here's Taylor. Brilliant save by Mikulak, and it's a follow-up, and it's another good save by Mikulak. And Dabalins will pick up a yellow card, but we could have easily have just lost the game there if it wasn't for Mikulak, who's had a fantastic game. But we do still have to deal with this corner. And Biswas will header it on to Vorobyev. He's going to find Bang. Oh, Bang can't turn. I still can't see how long has been added on, so I don't know. Oh, it's a good interception by Dablins anyway. Who's just going to clear this. And Bang's going to chest it down, and we're going to take a point in a game that we've probably done quite well to get a point. It's a little bit upsetting the way we've gone to get the point, being 1-0 up with about 5 minutes left to conceding a goal and finishing 1-1. But I want to say overall a very successful debut for Dablins, who looks like he could be a very good player for us. Look at that, 18 shots they had to our 2. Absolutely battered us, and we've taken a point. Like, I'm happy with that. I'm actually very happy with that. And let's just get into the next game of the episode. So guys, for our next game against Stevenage, this is the team we're going with. We've got a bit of change. Karuma wanted to play a game, so he's got a start there in centre-back. We've got Bang playing up front for quite a tired Cho, and the same with Vorobiev being quite tired. We've got Wenzel in there. So let's just quick sim, and hopefully we can pick up 3 points. These guys are below us in the league at the minute, but they do beat us. They do beat us 3-2. A Simpson hat-trick, I think that is. Oh no, Simpson. They got a red card. Wenzel scored. Tangai got a red card. And then Velasco scored, but it was already 2-2. And then they scored an 87th minute winner. This is not good news for us. We're just need to start, picking up points. We're playing Bradford City next, who are bottom of the league. So hopefully we can beat them. We should be able to beat them, really. Yeah, I thought Karuma was complaining that he didn't play there when he did. And yeah, let's just get to the next game. So guys, for our game against Bradford, this is the team we're going with. Mikolak Araujo, who's going to be in for the suspended Tangai. Riveros Dabalins, who was impressive in his first played game for the club. Ramirez Bizwaz, who asked for a game, is going to play a game over Velasco, who's going to have a little bit of a rest, even though he's on full fatigue. He's played pretty much every game. Jeffrey, Silva, Vorobiev, Cho, Rydell. That's the team. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points, so let's just get into the game now. He finds the ball into Vorobiev. Finds Cho. He's got a ball into Jeffrey, and there's a lot of space here for Rydell, who's just not making the run, but he does eventually receive it, and he's got a lot of space here, and it's a good save by Hilton. Rydell should have made that run a lot quicker than he did. Who have we got that's left-footed? Have we not got a single? Oh, I've got Bizwaz, but he's not very good at corners, so we're just going to swing it in with Rydell, and it's going to go straight into the keeper's arms. Here's Powell. Dinks it. Good header by Dablins, but straight back to Powell, but Silva does well. Back to Powell again, pointing, finds Swan, and it's a good save by Mikolak, but that just kept bouncing back to Bradford. And there was I think I just came up on screen and said that Bradford have not won a home game yet this season, so watch us be the first ones to get beat by them. But no, and it's another corner now, and they're going to swing it in, and surely Rivers deals with that. He does. Bizwaz, can Araujo get there? He can. It's a good header that, actually. Straight into Vorobiev's path. He finds Jeffrey. He's going to find Rydell. Rydell finds Cho in a lot of space there, and Cho's just going to take it. And can Cho make it 1-0? Oh, it's straight at the near post. I wanted him to go far post, but Hilton makes another save. And Rydell's going to swing a corner in, this time an in-swinger. And can Cho rise? He can't. It's headed away by Bolden, and it's cleared away by Kelly, but only fought Bizwaz, who tries to knock it down, but it doesn't get knocked down. Patterson, brilliant tackle by Jeffrey. Finds Cho. He's going to play it to Vorobiev. He finds Cho. He's going to cut it into Jeffrey. Jeffrey, overlapping run of Rydell. Rydell takes a couple of touches, cuts it to Cho, who finds Silva, and it's another save by Hilton. We should definitely be a couple goals up at this point. And unfortunately, we're just not. And it's going to be crossed straight into the keeper's arms again from the corner. And we should definitely be winning this game. Dabalin's brilliant block, and it's straight to Bizwaz, who finds Jeffrey. Rydell. Here's Cho, surely this time, as Cho charges through. Cho just hits it full power, and it's 1-0 just before half time. And the amount of chances we've had, we should be up by more than one. But the most important thing is we are up in the lead, and it's a brilliant goal. A brilliant win back it was, and we just counter-attacked, and it's a brilliant finish by Cho. And Hilton is not saving that one. And I believe pretty much we'll go straight to half time here after the kick-off. And we've been pretty good this game, but Bradford have been very poor. And there it is half time, 1-0 up to us. I am going to bring Velasco on for Bizwaz at half time, because Bizwaz has been a bit poor. I think we might need to maybe loan him out as well, just while he works, works on his, his, what do you call it? His ability, I'm going to play Carvajal at right back as well. Is he the best player to play at right back? Yeah, probably, unless actually. So he'd be 65, he'd be 61. Yeah, it's probably better to have Riveros in right back. And let's just go into the second half with this team. Oh, it's not a good pass out though, and Velasco does very well there. Oh, Oh my god, how have we still got the ball here? Here's Vorobyov in a lot of space here. Vorobyov turns back, finds Cho, and it's... Oh my god, it should be 2-0. What is going on with my finish in this game? Should definitely be 2-0 now. And Rydell's going to swing this cross in, and Cho's going to rise, but he can't quite get there. Jeffrey's going to nod this down to Velasco. Hopefully he takes a touch, hits it on the volley. Oh my god, that's miles over. Oh, deflected, okay. That makes more sense. And Rydell, it's probably not going to be a very good corner. Oh, hang on. Riveros can get up. Oh, it's headed straight back into the keeper's arms. Good pass by Humphreys, and it's a good shot, but it's a good save by Mikulak. And with 50 minutes left, we're holding on when we should be pretty comfortable here. And Rydell headers our way, and Vorobyov flicks that on. Henriquez does well. Ramirez is going to try and close down the pass, but straight back to Nuffville, who finds Humphreys, who turns and finesses it wide. And we've got to be careful with these passes here, because we keep giving it straight back to them. It's good. Oh, Humphreys is in a lot of space here, and they've dinked it out wide. And here's Powell. Brilliant interception by Silva, who plays it at Jeffrey, and we have a lot of players forward here. Here's Vorobyov, who's going to find Cho, and Cho's got a chance to make it 2 and end the game surely. And it's a good save by Hilton, and Velasco can't get to the follow-up, and it's nodded down, but it stays at 1-0, and we could have easily dropped points there when we were in such a comfortable game. Probably our most comfortable win. Not comfortable win. It's not probably our most uncomfortable, but should have been comfortable win. It looks like they've had a lot more shots than they did. But in terms of the actual game, you can see that we were actually, I think, the better team. Mikulak did make a few saves in the second half, but we win 1-0, and we take the most important bit, the 3 points. So guys, for our sim game against Burton, we are going with our best 11 once again. Mikulak, Tanguy, Riveros, Espinoza, Ramirez, Velasco, Jeffrey, Silva, Vorobyov, Cho and Rydell. And let's just quick sim this, and hopefully we can get on a little bit of a winning streak. We are playing a fellow promoted team, and we do get a massive 3-1 win there. Rydell, Cho getting a goal and then a red card, and then Silva making it 3. And we only had 3 shots and 3 on target, but we pick up another 3 points. And that will give us put us into 18th, so we're starting to get a little bit of better momentum here, and we're getting a bit of momentum. Our next game is against Rotherham, another player game, but we won't have Cho, which will be interesting. So I'll have to play around with the team a little bit and see what we can do. So guys, for this game, this is the team we're going with. Mikulak in goal, Tanguy, Dabalins, who I'm really enjoying using, Espinoza, Ramirez, Velasco, Thomas, Silva, and then Wenzel, Vorobyov and Rydell. What a front 3 that is. 3 of our best players at the club. And let's just get into this game, and hopefully we can go for 3 wins in a row. Brilliant by Dabalins, who's going to do... Oh, Dabalins, that is class. And he finds a brilliant ball to Wenzel, who's just going to smash it across goal, and what a save that is by Dawson. But Dabalins again with a brilliant interception and run forward. And we're going to take this cross in, as it's crossed in to Dabalins, and Dawson gets there first. But Ramirez finds Rydell, who's going to swing it in, and here's Vorobyov at the back post, and it's headed wide. And that's a good start by us there. Powell, brilliant pass to Nom. Tanguy, Espinoza deals with it. Silva finds Thomas in a lot of space here. And Thomas finds a ball into Rydell. And Rydell's going to play it to Vorobyov, who's going to dink it across to Silva. Not dink it across, sorry. Kind of like backheel pass it. That was a brilliant pass. And it was an unlucky finish. And we've got a corner as Velasco swings it in. Dabalins, it's punched away by Dawson's again. Brilliant ball into a Birmingham, but it's a good catch by Mikulak. Oh, Wenzel, what is that header? Straight to Powell. It's played into number, and Espinoza can't quite block the shot, and it was a poor header by Wenzel straight down to their player, and they've came forward, and Rotherham have scored a brilliant finish there. Mikulak can't do much. I don't think Espinoza can do much to try and block that. Oh, he's close, you know. And we go 1-0 behind in a game that we've had a few chances in, so there might be still a few more to go. Dabalins, Tanguy, Silva, a few passes and we're through here. Wenzel, who's been pretty poor this game, finds the ball on the inside. He finds Vorobyov, who takes a touch, and he makes it 1-1. Brilliant piece of play that from the goal kick. And Wenzel, who's had a poor game, does well and playing back to Vorobyov, who takes a touch, and he's been probably our best player this season, and smashes it across goal, and we equalise before half time. And now Rotherham might have a chance before half time. Oh my god, what have I done there? Luckily, oh no. It's going to be 2-1. Surely, yep, it is 2-1. That was poor defending by me. I don't know why I dived in. And that's just not good enough by me. But Rotherham will take the lead just before half time as soon as I take this goal kick. Free kick. Centre kick, sorry. It'll go to half time, and it does. And we are getting beat 2-1. Silly mistake made by me at the end there. And let's just get into the second half. We're not going to make any changes quite yet. Yeah, brilliant. Here's Rydell. Find the ball in at Thomas. He's going to turn. Rydell, I can't quite play the pass. I told him to play the pass 1 second earlier. He took one extra touch. And because of it, Rotherham have now got a very good chance. And he's hit it from a distance, and Mikulak has had to put her behind for a corner. And we could have had a chance at one end, and they go straight to the other end and have a chance of their own. And which has resulted in a corner, which they're going to take short. And here's Gale. Good interception by Dablins. And we could counter-attack here. As I've just realised, Vorobjov is on his... Oh, he was on his way. Wenzel. Brilliant pass on the inside to Velasco. And Velasco. Wenzel's in some space here. And Wenzel is going to play it back to Vorobjov, who hits it first time. And it's a good little save by the keeper, who just parries it down in front of him. And Espinosa... Oh, that's not a good challenge. Oh, Oh, God. That might be a red card, because I accidentally... Oh, dear. I went back into him while he was on the floor. And that could be a red card. It is. Yeah, that was silly. That was 2 bad challenges straight back to back. I don't know why I did that. But I am going to have to make some changes quickly now because of that. Right, okay, let's have a look. I think I'm going to put Vorobjov on the wing. Put Thomas... No, because I want to keep them... Right, let's just keep them like that. And then just going to bring off our Cam, I suppose. And then put on Carvajal. But that's not a good thing that I've just done there. I've made a few mistakes this game, actually. But let's see how the rest of this game goes with 10 men. Tanguy. Wenzel. Here's Vorobjov. Wenzel is making a run here. Oof, not a great pass. Silva finds Vorobjov, and Vorobjov, it's 2-2. Straight after going down to 10 men, we've gone up the other side end, and we scored and made it 2-2. Another goal by Vorobjov. I thought that pass by Wenzel was too heavy, but it's a good pass from Silva back heel, and it's a good finish by Vorobjov, who gets his second of the game, and we are now level, but we still are down to 10 men. Dabelin's brilliant challenge. That's a good ball out wide to Wenzel here. He's going to probably play I'm going to play 1-2 with Vorobjov. Wenzel back to Vorobjov. He's going to play it back to Velasco. He's going to take it on his right foot and finesse it, and it's a good save by Dawson, and we had a chance to be 3-2 up there. And Velasco's going to put a lot of power on this, and it's going to be caught by... Oh no, Dawson's been parrying a lot of these corners. Here's Carvajal. He's going to find Rydell. He's going to finesse it from so far out, and it's caught by Dawson. Velasco does brilliantly well to find Rydell out wide there. Velasco back to Rydell. Surely. And here's Rydell. He's going to find Vorobjov. He's going to dink it and volley it. Oh, it's wide of the post. I should have just took it down. I beat the defender with the dink up, but I just volleyed it. I just saw Vorobjov's name in headlights. And it looks like it's going to go for full time. Unless Rotherham can do something here. And they've done brilliantly well there. And they found the ball. Aimer. He found a ball into Nomba scores. And Rotherham will take all 3 points. And he seals his hat-trick and gets a last-minute winner. That is guttering. After how we played since we went down to 10 men, that is guttering. And unfortunately, Rotherham will take all 3 points. So in the 3 played games out of 5 this episode, we've won 1, lost 1, and drew 1. And it's just not going to be good enough, I'm afraid, this game. And we're going to leave Rotherham with 0 points. Vorobjov with a brace. But Espinosa's red card ultimately seals our defeat. And there he is collecting the match ball. And let's just go into the next game and hopefully forget about this game. So guys, for our next played game and our penultimate played game of the episode, we are playing Bristol Rovers at away. We've had to rotate the team because it's only 2 days after our last one. So we've got Choi replacing Rydell, and then we've got Wenzel replacing Vorobjov, who's less tired than Vorobjov is. And we've got Jeffrey, Thomas, Rahman in the middle, Ramirez, Riveros, Tanguy, Mikulak, and then Dabalins playing in the centre-back role after a few good games in replace to the suspended Espinosa. And let's just get into the game. Back to Wenzel, Wenzel to Tanguy, back to Wenzel. This is some good play here. Rahman back into Wenzel again. Wenzel's going to play a brilliant ball into Cho, who's going to finish it. And it is 1-0. I thought for sure Cho was offside there. And that is a brilliant team goal. I'm going to leave that in the video in full. That was some brilliant passing. And that pass to Cho I thought for sure was offside. And he finishes it past the keeper. But he's not offside in the end. And I wish they would fix this glitch. Like, it's doing my head, and it's been like ages now as well that's been like this. But it's a brilliant ball in, Cho with a touch, and I thought maybe he was offside and that he wasn't. And even if he wasn't offside, I was thinking that would be a rough chance to finish. But he did so brilliantly, and in the 10th minute we take a 1-0 lead against Bristol Rovers. Tangai's going to find a brilliant ball in the middle here to Wenzel, who's in some space himself, and he finds Cho, who takes brilliant touch, and he puts it wide. I thought for sure that was hitting the back of the net. You've probably heard my voice like exclaim, because I thought that was definitely going in, but he's just smacked it wide, and that's unlucky. Plays the ball out wide to Soitoro, who's going to find Ella, who's brilliant pass back, and it's Soitoro who finesses it past Mikulak, and that was brilliant play by Bristol Rovers. They had possession for so long there, and we go, they equalise just before half time. And it's going to be going to half-time 1-1, and we couldn't hold on. But that's some brilliant play by Bristol Rovers there. See if there's any changes worth making. Not really. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention at the start of the game, Vorobyov is our first 70 rated player at the club. I was wondering who it's going to be first, and it was, of course, probably our best player this season, Vorobyov. But yeah, let's just go into the next half and see what we can do. Put a lot of pressure on there, and Dablins has lost the ball, and Soituro straight at Mikulak. Poor shot attempt there by Bristol Rovers. They had a lot of space, and it was a poor giveaway that led to it in the first place, but Mikulak should catch that corner. Oh my god, what have I just done? Soituro's just tackled Mikulak and scored. 2 mistakes back to back, and we've conceded because of it. Ridiculous stuff there by myself. I do sometimes do that a lot. I put a sit at my feet and then play it out wide. But there was too many players around there. Definitely shouldn't have done it there. And we go 2-1 behind. Wenzel finds a brilliant ball into Cho, who's just going to play along the floor. Thomas, and it's 2-2. Out of nowhere, really. Bristol Rovers have been dominant. But Tristan Thomas has scored a tap-in. Brilliant stuff. A brilliant little win-back that. I think it was a win-back from like a header or something. Played into Cho, who's in a lot of space. I don't know where the other centre-back is. And he just plays it along the floor to Thomas, who taps it in. And we somehow equalised in a game that we were pretty much getting dominated in. Look how close Ramirez and Dablins are to each other, by the way. But that's not the important thing. Cho with a brilliant pass across, and Thomas, first time thing. The keeper nearly gets there, but we equalise with 25 minutes left. Rivos putting a bit of pressure on, but he can't get there. And Soituro finesses it wide of the post. And that could have been 3-2 there, but it's not. And it should be headed down by Ramirez as it is. And Thomas finds a brilliant ball out wide there to Wenzel. Wenzel's going to find Cho. Brilliant touch by Cho around the defender. And he's got acres of space to run into. Can he make it 3-2? It's Cho. He can indeed. With 10 minutes left, we go 3-2 up. And that is brilliant stuff. I'm about to make a load of changes as well. I'm about to move Rahman into right back. That's how tired some of the players are. And I'm about to bring on Vorobyov because I needed somebody to come on and make a difference. But it doesn't matter. Up to now anyway. I mean, they could still score. But we go 3-2 up with 10 minutes left. And Cho scored a brace this game and got an assist. Brilliant stuff. Jeffrey tries to get a foot in there. But here's forward. It's crossed in. And Thomas just nods it down to Mikulak. And that should be full time. As Cho knocks it down. And we win 3-2. It looked unlikely there for a second. But we do pick up another 3 points this episode. We've been pretty decent this episode, to be honest. I don't know where that puts us in the league. Let's have a quick look before we continue. I mean, we will be looking at the league table at the end of the episode anyway, so we'll just look. We're in 17th at the minute, and our next game is against 23rd, which is going to be a sim game against MK Dons. So I'll get to that game, and then we'll have a look and then we'll play the last game of the episode, and then we'll have a look at the league table in January. So guys, as you can see, Cho has now also gone up to a 70, so we're getting our 70 rated players in now, and this is the team we're going with for our game against MK Dons. It's a bit of a rotated team because all the fixtures are coming thick and fast now. We've got Rydal, Cho, Bang, Araujo, Velasco, Silva, Ramirez, Espinoza, Carvajal, Araujo, and then Mikulak and goals. So let's just quick sim and hopefully we can pick up another win this episode. We're starting to climb the league table slightly, but we do get beat. Seong Sub and Seong Sub. Is he called Seong Sub or is he just Seong that's a sub? Oh no, he is called Seong Sub. Okay. And they beat us 2-1, which is disappointing considering they are lower in the table than us, and we are in front at home, and we're currently sat in 19, so we've just gone back to where we were at the start of the episode. But our last game against Wimbledon of the episode, and we'll be in January, and we'll see how we're looking. So guys, for the final game of the episode, this is the team we're going with: Rydal, Cho, Vorobyov, Jeffrey, Velasco, Silva. Basically our starting 11. And then what we'll do at the end after this game is we'll then look at quickly look at the players that we're going to loan list for the second half of the season, because there is a few players that are complaining about game time, which I do want to keep a hold of, so I'm just going to loan them out. And then we'll look at the league table, our player stats, and then we'll end the episode there. And then next episode we'll announce the player of the season and goal of the season for last season, and then continue with the season. Brilliant player here. Velasco, it's brilliant defending by Foyo, and it's a brilliant finish. He chests it down. Well, I say defending. Sorry, brilliant strength. Kind of just pushes Ramirez off the ball. Well, like out the way. Oh, it's Velasco, sorry. Chests it down and then half volley across goal, and that's not what we wanted for the start of this game. Ramirez does brilliantly there. Spinoza. Jeffrey finds Cho. Vorobyov's on the overlap. He does brilliantly there. Vorobyov going to dink it into Jeffrey. And is that a penalty kick? It looks like it is a penalty kick. Oh no, it's a free kick. Oh, I thought it was a penalty kick for sure. Who's our best free kick taker? It's probably Cho. It's going to be Cho, in it. Yeah, it is. Right, okay, so let's have a look. I'm not very good at free kicks in this game, but Cho's going to stand over this. And it's a brilliant free kick, and it's hit the post. Oh, that's so unlucky. And Espinoza can't get there. Oh, we've hit the post from a free kick. And it's a good challenge by Silva. And we've got a chance here just before half time. It's Jeffrey. He's going to play a ball through to Cho. Was Cho onside? He was indeed. And Cho to make it 1-1. And he does it. Brilliant finish. And it was timed his run to perfection. And it's a brilliant finish by Cho, who's got a few more goals this episode. He's had a last few episodes he's not been great, but this episode he's been fantastic. And we've equalised just before half time. And we'll take that into the half time, I think. I don't know exactly what minute it's in. I think it's just in the 45th. Now, probably. Oh no, it's still in the 44th. But Wimbledon might have a chance just before half time here as Orsi tries to dink it over, but Tanguy does brilliantly well to just head that down to Mikulak, and that will be the last action of the game. The half. And we've got 45 minutes left, and if we can pick up another 3 points against Wimbledon, that would be a successful episode in my opinion, because we're just maintaining being out the relegation zone basically. But let's just get into the second half. Seddon finds Orsi. Oh, he's going to find a brilliant ball through to Seddon. Oh, Brown, sorry. He's going to cut back to Orsi. He's going to take a brilliant few touches, and it's a good save by Mikulak. Poor shot, actually, really, to be honest. There should have been 2-1 up there with some good passing play there. Can Jeffrey win this header? He can indeed. Straight to Vorobyov. And Vorobyov is going to find Cho, but I just don't think there's enough for a counter-attack here. Oh, there might be still. As Vorobyov finds a brilliant pass to Cho, who's going to in a lot of space, and he's done brilliantly this episode already. And that's another brilliant finish by Cho. He's been fantastic for us this episode, and we go 2-1 in the lead. Another brilliant finish, and a Vorobyov assist as well. And is this Cho coming back? I think it is. Brilliant by Tanguy. Jeffrey. Or Cho finds Vorobyov, who's in a lot of space again. Can we go 3-1 up? As Vorobyov, he hits it, and it's a good save by Bishop. Vorobyov just took it on his wrong foot. Took it far too wide on his wrong foot. And Velasco's going to cross this in, and it's going to be caught by Bishop. Okay, that wide there. Tanguy can't get there. McCoy splat. There's a lot of space in the middle here for Stevens. He finds Orsi. He's going to find it back to Stevens, who makes it 2-2. We weren't in the lead for too long. We could have been 3-1 up with Vorobyov not long ago, but unfortunately, Wimbledon have found a way through, and they've equalised to make it 2-2. Thomas. Oh, that's a good pass to Silva, that actually. He's going to find a ball into Cho. He's going to find it back to Thomas. He's going to find Velasco, who does brilliantly well, and he puts it just wide of the post. That could have been 3-2 there. Oh, that's so unlucky. And there's a lot of space here for Wimbledon again, as Riveros crosses it in. Can Tanguy deal with it? He can't. Orsi headers it wide for a goal kick though. Ramirez. Velasco. Ah, it's not where I wanted it, man. And here comes Smith. Out to Orsi. McCoy splat. Back to Orsi, who's going to turn and hit it. He's going to hit it wide as well. This is some poor shooting from Wimbledon. But that pass was horrific, the one that I tried. I didn't even try anywhere to make that. McCoy splat. Oh, brilliant tackle by Tanguy, who's going to then find a brilliant ball into Vorobyov, who's going to just charge forward and find Cho, who's going to play straight 1-2 with Vorobyov, who's going to play it straight back to Cho, and Cho takes a couple touches. He does brilliantly well, and Bishop saves it. Cho did brilliantly there, and we should have been 3-2 up, and Cho could have had a great chance to get a hat-trick. We still got time though. Velasco's just going to whip this back, and Cho's going to rise above everyone else, but Lewis headers there. Here's Silva. He finds a ball into Velasco. He's going to find a ball into Cho, but there's nowhere really for Cho to go. If he holds it up a little bit, and he finds a brilliant ball through to Vorobyev. I thought the defender was going to intercept that for sure. Vorobyev finds a ball to Silva, who takes a touch and hits it. It's another good save by Bishop. And again, Wimbledon have managed to escape. Leading goal. Cho's going to swing this in. Velasco rises above everyone. I can't quite get there. Silva finds Wenzel, who hits it. It's another save by Bishop. We are knocking on the door of a winner here. Velasco's going to put full power on this. Rivros rises, headers it down, but it doesn't go to anybody. And it's, oh, we've won it back. Espinosa, oh, it's a poor pass. It's a very poor pass. And Wimbledon are charging forward now. And it's not a good challenge. That's a good challenge by Espinosa, but straight back to a McCoy splat. And I can feel like I can see where this is going. Brilliant tackle by Tangoy, actually. And it goes to full time. Wimbledon 2, Oldham 2. We definitely should have won that at the end there. And we just couldn't put any of our chances away. And that will be the last game of the episode. But I'm just going to quickly update my transfer list, and then we'll end the episode there. So guys, we have just loaded out a few players there. As you can see, Amos is up to 67. He's gone up 6 ratings already this season, so he's going to come back and be a big part of the team. We have just loaned out, who did we loan out, sorry? We loaned out somebody. Carvajal's gone out on loan. We've just loaned him out to, is that Venezia? I don't know, somebody. We've then loaned out Mazzao. We've loaned out Carmona as well. And in terms of our transfer list, we have transfer listed a few players here. We did sell Choi as well for 293 million, which is ideal, because he was not happy with the game and he asked to leave basically. But we've loan listed Kuruma, Barbosa, Araujo, Bizwaz and Rahman, all players that have complained about game time, want a bit more game time but just aren't playing for us at the moment, and ones we want to keep around just to see how they develop. And anyway, yeah guys, let's have a quick look at the league table, and then we'll look at the player stats, and then we'll end the episode there. So we're still starting 19th, 2 places outside the relegation zone. We've still got 20 games left of the season. We can still rise up to like mid-table hopefully, but we're still sitting outside the relegation zone, which is the most important part. We don't want to get relegated, and then next season we'll push for promotion when our players are even higher rated. And in terms of the squad hub stats, our highest appearance is of course Mikulak with 5 clean sheets, which is not bad at all. Top goal scorer is Cho with 13 and 27, which isn't great. He's then got 6 assists, so he has been probably our best player this season actually. We've got Bang who's on 7. I think Wenzel with 13 goal contributions, Ryder with only 6. So obviously we're having a bit of a poor season in terms of the league position, but ultimately we are going to crack on next episode with once again 4 played games, which are going to be against Shrewsbury, Wigan, Lincoln and then Charlton, and then we'll have a few more episodes, and then we'll get into season 5. And is this season 5 or is it season 4? No, this is season 4, and then we'll get into season 5. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please press like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.